two-point conversion. Boom, and then the spin move. Reaching out for the two-point conversion.
All right, welcome people to another episode of Go for Two, because I almost called it Random Rants. Random Rants presents Go for Two. I want to be super specific. I'm trying to get this intro thing to try because Jeffrey always doing it. So I figured, hey, why not?
I don't always do it.
I mean, you do it quite often. We trying to get Juan to go ahead and do an intro, but he acting.
Technically, I have one in Random Rants.
But you have one intro out of like a bunch of shows. Like you have one intro in a bunch of shows, and then this is your show. Like you called for this, you asked us to do, you begged us, pleaded, guys. Look at my mock and absolutely destroy it. He, my friend, is a masochist, and we have Maurice messing with his camera.
Jeff couldn't even contain himself. I started getting trash before right when the email got sent off.
In a group, yo, I don't think you even barely pressed send yet, and Jeffrey knew, and it's a good reason why Jeffrey is only because I'm right there with him, like I am 100% right there with him. But you're gonna put up the link somewhere, right? I guess. Yeah, no, absolutely, of course, people, you are gonna see. I'm gonna make sure that y'all see Juan's top, Juan's draft picks. Everybody has to see it. We are definitely gonna give his mock in his. Well, tell the people, Juan, because so they can understand.
Well, yeah, I think I made this like 3 weeks ago. So is I say the top 10 is pretty up to date, but after that, it's not really up to date.
All right, we try to give him a chance, y'all. Y'all heard us. Try to give him a chance. He didn't want to take it. So listen. All right. We could start with number one, right? Number one is obviously is Trevor Lawrence. Like it can't be anybody else.
There you go, Chop.
I'm low key like starting to think that he a little bit overrated because, and I guess it's because like me starting to love Justin Fields a little bit more, but I mean he is the number one like prospect, so there's no getting around it. He's supposed to go to the Jaguars.
He keep talking, he won't be number one.
No, I don't think they care. I don't think they care about the whole chip on the shoulder thing. I think they fine with it because he never really had to have a chip on the shoulder.
Well, I mean, to say that he could leave football tomorrow and he'll be okay with it,
we've heard that before. Yeah.
That's a tough one. I don't know. As a quarterback to say that, I mean, people could feel that way, but you don't voice that as a quarterback, man. They want to believe your quarterback is driven to win the Super Bowl. His life will end if he doesn't win the Super Bowl.
That is true.
But that's true.
Some questionable things.
But at the end of that, he did say
Andrew luck you.
And if Justin Fields would have said something like that, there's no way he'll even be in the draft anymore.
Hey, we're gonna get to Justin Fields in a minute, but before I get to you, Jeff, real quick, he did say something at the end of the interview that people like tend to like gloss over, is that he did say he want to be the best ever do it. So he did kind of end that interview by saying like, yo, like how he want to be the greatest. So that's a good thing. Jeff, you know what Jeff is right? Trevor Lawrence, kind of cut and dry.
Yeah. Cut and dry with him.
Yeah. So I'm going to tell you where it's not cut and dry for me. And not that your mark is wrong. Your mark is 100% right with number two, obviously, is Zack Wilson. And I'm trying to wrap my brain around how is he that much better than the other two quarterbacks on the list.
Right.
Like that's the thing I'm struggling with because and don't get me wrong, I see him, I watch him like Zach, yeah. Like I see his pocket mobility, like I see all of that stuff. Like I get it. And he does have athleticism, he does have a really good arm, but I just don't see how he's far and above, like better than every other quarterback. But I would take the aficionados' word for it, all the draft, the scouting reports and all that stuff. And even like, just from what I've seen, like he dominated. He played against nobody. He dominated nobody, and that's kind of what you want.
Yeah, I mean the Jets just got to take the best quarterback they think is going to help them.
Yeah.
And I think at this position has to be somebody who's smart, instinctive like he is. They can't take chances. They need a quarterback that's accurate. He's accurate. Like I said, straight blue collar quarterback. So
nobody's
a slam dunk, but he's
I mean, Trevor Lawrence is the quote unquote the even then they not count him as a slam dunk because it's still some things that just kind of like not sitting right. About all of these quarterbacks. It's not like when Andrew Luck was coming out. Shut up, Maurice and Jeff. We already been there. When he was coming out, he was like literally, like the cleanest prospect. For a while, quarterback. So Jeff, what you think? Zack Wilson, number 2. I know you're anxious.
I'd say the Jets probably might be making a mistake with that one.
Thank you.
With Zack Wilson, that's why I keep telling. I said some podcasts ago that San Fran is hoping that
they take Zack Wilson.
That they take Zack Wilson. I'm wanting to bet on it that they're not drafting. We'll
get to it.
We'll get to that, but
yeah.
And I want to say what about Trevor Lawrence? I think Trevor Lawrence is probably one of the most under talked about first overall picks within the last few overall picks as far as like what he could be. I think people are sleeping on him a lot.
You think they're sleeping on him?
Yeah, I think so.
Trevor
Lawrence. I think, I think he is what he, yeah.
But they don't talk about his upside. Like they don't talk about
him enough. Yeah. They don't talk about him enough. You know what I mean?
True.
They don't.
He's been the first. It's because he's been the first overall pick for 3 years already. So that's why.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, so I think that's the main problem that.
First overall,
if he was just in any other draft, I think it's to Jeff's point. They would have been all over him, like like there was with Andrew Luck when Andrew Luck talked about he was the next John Elway and whatnot.
Yeah. At the end of the day, if you had to turn on your TV every day and just keep hearing about Trevor Lawrence, you're eventually gonna turn it off. That's like what you're listening to about it, man. You crazy.
Man, look,
they could overdose you with him like they do the Cowboys.
Compare him to Thanos when Thanos was always mentioned in movies, and then when he finally came, it was like holy.
Thank you. Yeah, like oh snap. Yeah.
Why he can't get that kind of love? Like it was like oh man, like
because we knew what Thanos was coming to be. This was not okay. Well, I did this in college, and Thanos wasn't in college destroying worlds. No, that's not how it works. He came to Earth.
Hey, Maurice sound like he hates. It's like Maurice sound like one of those.
No.
Like, oh no, bro.
Like
really
Maurice sound like one of those who don't.
No,
not you like Trevor Lawrence. Is like you sound like one of the old heads like college. Man, this is NFL. Like what you doing? Prove me.
Man, it's
there's just some guys, man, that just been ripping apart defenses.
What is it? They say I think it's like what they said 40% is gonna be good, and the other ones are gonna fall off. So.
I'm gonna tell you one thing though about Trevor Lawrence.
Wait,
and I'm gonna tell you one thing about Trevor Lawrence though. He wasn't as good last year as he was his freshman year. I think his freshman year was his best season, and that's what I think.
There's more tape on him too.
And I think that's what kind of like why he may not be getting talked about as much. Like with some quarterbacks shouldn't be like they get evolved every year.
Well,
obviously, go ahead.
But it's not about talking about his upside because his upside matters, but he's a foregone conclusion for his number 1 pick. That's nobody's debating that. That's the point. Everybody trying to figure out 2 and under, but number 1, he's the
3 and under now.
But it's more of a like he's the number 1 overall pick, and it's just like yeah.
Like I don't. You want to hear more about him. Like you feel like him a little bit deeper. Yeah, because
a lot of them don't pan out. So okay, well. By this team
a long time ago they didn't pan out. The last few have.
They've been money and then it's early success. That's what I like about like this NFL.
Well, he's going to the Jaguars.
Well, they got pass catches though.
Curse.
Oh, the curse. But Gardner Minshew stash. Oh, he wasn't a first round pick, so never mind.
But who has Jacksonville had? That first round generational quarterback. That was
nobody. No, that's the thing. Like they haven't.
The point. But they haven't. Still Jacksonville. So
yeah, so we'll see. But the stash played well, but again, he wasn't a first round pick, and yeah. So Juan, now this. Go ahead, Juan. Say
when I was gonna say that to Marie's point. A lot of first overall picks have been good, but after 2018 with Sam Darnold, Josh. Not Josh Allen. I mean Josh Rosen.
Yeah.
So there has been some bust in there,
but first overall though is where like first overall quarterbacks. It's really good. Like for some reason, like now I think that thing of we want to draft the quarterback first, like first overall. Now you don't have to be as afraid because the success rate of the first overall picks, at least early, even if it takes them 2 years, at least by year 2, you're like, okay, like they, they're pretty good. Some of them come out the gate swinging, and Trevor Lawrence has a skill set that we all agree he could come out the gate swinging, and he go into a team with weapons and a great back.
Yeah. So well, I mean, one thing I learned from that draft is, they had 4 quarterbacks in that draft.
Probably, I can't remember.
Josh Allen, Sam Darnold,
Josh Rosen, and Baker
Mayfield.
Josh
Rosen 3, and Baker 4, 5.
Yeah.
So out of the 5, 3 were successful.
Yeah, and Darnold can still be successful.
Yeah, he can.
Yep. So,
but what's the chances of all 4 of these quarterbacks?
Oh no, that's the
5.
What? Sorry, this draft.
Yeah.
This draft.
Oh yeah, no 5. Yeah, it's 5.
It's 5.
So we're going to be on number 3 right now. This is where I lose it, and this is for everybody. I don't care. You could call yourself a fish, and I know why you did it. You marked it not what you would do,
not what I would,
but
do,
what you think they, based on.
I mean, not should. I know what you mean. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I mean, what they.
I can tell
think
because
do.
The moment you put based on what they will do versus, I mean, on what you read and heard, because Mac Corkle Jones, this the first thing. Number 3, you don't trade all the way up for a dude who's just he has all the good things. Like, okay, yeah, he's good. Like he has all the clean stuff. He's pretty much clean. Like he's okay.
In Bama history.
Yeah, the dude only played like one season in like 3 the 3 games the year before. He don't have that it fact like what Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence have. He doesn't have it. Like that elite athleticism, that thing that you want the most when you talk about trading up for a guy who could be with the high ceiling. McCorkle Jones doesn't have a high ceiling. He has a good floor, not a high ceiling. That's why I don't think they traded up to number 3 for it. They didn't trade for a good floor quarterback.
Well, the reason I think they'll go for it, not necessarily that I will go for it, but I think they'll go for it is because even though what you said is true, I think that the issue is that Kyle believes that believing himself in the best system that he's put out there was Matt when he was with Matt Ryan. So I think he's betting on his intelligence, him being a system quarterback, being the most polished quarterback, ready to go, and that's going to be able to implement his complicated system to the fullest. So he basically wants a joystick.
Trey Lance, like that's what I'm saying. Like Trey Lance, all you can do.
Justin Fields.
And all you hear about Trey Lance.
Justin Fields is not as polished though.
Well,
he could be more talented.
Working out with a guy who's close to the coach. So he's been working out with him and basically giving him, okay, this is what they're gonna want you to do. This is the type of plays they want you to run. And from what it's looking like, he's been able to do such a thing, and that's at his pro day. So, and he was there. So, hey, that's still a possibility.
No, I think we all agree.
I think it'll be a better pick.
Mac Jones, and we'll get to Trey Lance in a second. We're gonna get to Jeff, but I think you're right. Like it is a possibility. I think we all agree it is a possibility. I just absolutely hate this Mac Jones pick. But go ahead, Jeff, and then we'll dive back into it a little more.
So I'll say one name that's gonna have something to do with this. John Lynch. I don't care what Kyle Shanahan thinks or whatever he may think of Mac Jones. I think John Lynch at the end of the day is going to make the right pick. Mac Jones is a terrible pick to be in the top 5.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah.
Even if the Falcons select him, it's a bad pick to me.
No, it's not. That's not a good pick for the Falcons either.
But
if he's not picked though, Jeff and Juan and Maurice, if he's not picked at number 3, I think
there's going to be teams blowing up the phone to trade up to get Justin Fields. They're going to be teams blowing up. Miami will move that pick if Justin Fields is Justin Fields still on the board. There's no way he slips out of the top 10. There's no way.
No, I
don't think he slips out of top 5.
We're about to have a president. We're about to have a whole president. Like this is about to be an unprecedented draft because we're about to see 5 quarterbacks inside the top 8.
You see what he's on my list.
Oh no, we're gonna get into it. Nah,
the 49ers are waiting. They're waiting to see what the Jets do. The Jets go ahead and take Zack Wilson, which they're probably gonna do.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the right move for them either, but
it's better for us. So number 4. This is another pick I just cannot stand. I can't get behind it. It's the dumbest. It's stupid. It's ignorant. It doesn't help your franchise.
We're probably not going to be cool anymore after this.
Listen,
I'm not GMing. It was my list to be different.
But you spoke it into existence.
You did speak it into existence. And before I get into like my biasness, this is why I absolutely hate this. I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you exactly why I hate it. Matt Ryan has 2 years left on his contract. They already know what they're going to get in Matt Ryan.
He's still playing.
They have the 5th worst all-time defense, like ever. Their defense was 5th worst all-time. Somehow a tight end is going to help them improve on defense. That's a smart.
He's only 35 though.
He got 2 years left on his contract. They're not going to re-up.
35.
Yeah, they're not going to re-up. They're not going to re-up, and they're not going to re-up. And then in this draft, right, you have these quarterbacks.
He could have 5 years left.
He can, but Matt Ryan, you already know what you're going to get. Like, you maxed him out. Like, you know what you're going to get with him. You could go to the Super Bowl. You probably can win the Super Bowl with him, but why not try to max out his 2 years?
I mean, when you say tight end, though, but you could make an argument that he could be the second best wide receiver or the first best wide receiver.
He could be Julio. He could be
Julio Jones.
He could be Julio Jones. He could be Calvin Johnson. He could be Jerry Rice. The Falcons had the 5th worst defense of all time. Why? They need to get out of that pick. They need to shop that pick right now, get more assets, and try to help build for the future, or freaking draft a future quarterback. Let him sit behind Matt Ryan like a Trey Lance and build around somebody. This dude is not, bro. How many more weapons do you need? You want to go from like a top 5 offense to a top 5 offense? Like,
you think drafting a quarterback into a defense you said is the right question?
I think there's only 2 right answers. 3 actually. Draft the offensive tackle, draft the quarterback of the future, or trade out. Those only answers. There's no defensive player worse than number 4 pick. You trade out offensive tackle or quarterback of the future. But that's all I got to say. Like, drafting tight end, yeah, sure, having number 1 offense, but he's giving up 50 a game. Go ahead.
You can score 50 a game, even with Cal. It's not happening. They're not outscoring any team that you're playing. Like, he can elevate an offense. We all know that, but your defense ain't crap. It's not happening. And I think that would be an absolutely just stupid pick for them. And I don't think that's a smart decision at all when it comes to improving your team. Not just your offense, your overall team. Mm-hmm. You need a defensive player because you don't have any defense.
Yeah, so trade out. Or again, think about your future. Go ahead. What you say, Joe?
Yeah. Juan, whatever, dude. It's a big whatever for you, man. And I don't appreciate that, but it is what it is. You know what? Honestly, though, I could see a couple reasons why Atlanta does that.
I know why. Yeah, I know why.
No, that could be number 1. They're just like, hey, we could get this guy.
Best player available.
Best player available. Yep, absolutely.
And if a team wants him, you're gonna have to come and
trade up for him. Yep.
And give us and they could do that. They could draft a guy that they really don't want. And
but okay, we'll keep him.
Okay. Yeah, because he's gonna play good no matter what.
But I still feel like that's one of these types of picks. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that is a ha pick. Okay, I don't think that's happening.
I could see it happening. But to draft a defensive player early that high, it's just not going to be an option. And
they got to get out of it.
They have to get out of it. And people going to be clamoring
nice
for
leverage
it.
because that's going to be people
and
their team and
they're a team that people think wants a quarterback anyway. And again, for me, it's like, I'm thinking about drafting a quarterback of the future. I'm saying forget Matt Ryan, honestly, because I'm like, let me get a quarterback of the future now, because I'm gonna tell you why. Matt Ryan is good enough. Matt Ryan is good enough where you never pick it in this spot again. Then what?
Yeah.
You had Matt Ryan for a full season and you were top 5.
But here's the thing,
and he
though.
threw
You
for
think
4,000 yards?
He wrecked the league, man. He always do it, man.
I don't think they think that they're that far away, though. So
I agree. I'm agreeing with you. So trade out.
but I think they're trying to be great in one at something. Improving the defense a little bit and being in the middle of the pack.
Forget the defense.
Helps.
They weren't middle of the pack. They were top 5.
Worst of all time.
Yeah, no. Well, that's why I'm saying that one player is not going to help you.
That's why we said
why not be great at something?
So then trade out and get a tight end later.
I mean,
I think
trade out and get a receiver. Jamar Chase, like you could. Waddle like anybody.
You can argue that he's a receiver though.
That's not going to help them. I think Atlanta can have the
number
one defense and still have a losing record.
Say it again.
They can have the number one defense. I'm saying the number one offense and still have a losing record.
Yeah, they can and they will if they draft Kyle Pitts.
But at the same time, you can have the number one offense and be number one in the league too. So I mean, it goes both ways. We've seen the atrocious defenses.
No, but
and top explosive offense.
Forget the atrocious defense. So if you have a bad defense and a bad offensive line. But you're gonna get a tight end. You're gonna get a receiver. Okay, let's say you're not a tight end. I'm not even gonna call him a tight end. We're gonna get an X factor.
Mm-hmm.
How is he gonna help protect Matt Ryan?
By doing short dump offs.
They had that last year, and how did that happen?
By doing short dump offs.
You're literally trying to talk yourself into this one.
So Matt Ryan is Matt Ryan.
Matt Ryan can't get. I wouldn't pick him.
You can't. We know you won't. But I'm like, even if you try to say do short, when has Matt Ryan ever in his career?
That was advocate. From
I'm gonna tell you
their perspective.
And I'm gonna tell you that's why Atlanta is where they at, because if they thought Matt Ryan could beat Tom Brady, then they would have built a team similar for Matt Ryan to beat Tom Brady. He's not a quick step drop quarterback. He needs the deep step drop throws. He needs those to be successful. He can't get the ball out, super quick. He has a quick release and he is smart, but he needs a deep step, offense. He need that zone read, not zone read. I'm sorry, zone running game. He needs, guys like Julio. Yeah, it's just crazy.
At the same time, you don't know what's their their scouting department, how high they have him as well too, because if he's head and shoulders over everybody in the draft, and he could possibly be their number one person overall or number two.
Bro, I don't care. Kyle Pitts should be like number one and number two, like 90%. Everybody, because he's like, as far as just because the dude is ranked that high.
Some GMs will take best player available. Some GMs are going to take best player available, no matter what, talent trumping anything else. So, all I'm saying is,
if they believe that they can,
everybody believes the possibility. Everybody believes the possibility. It's just it's silly.
But I just don't see that.
So see what you have now. What the Bengals is doing, which is what they should do, what the Bengals is doing exactly what they're supposed to do. See, obviously the Falcons don't care about Matt Ryan.
Pitts could go there too. They're crazy enough.
I mean if they're stupid enough, because they got Arden. They have Arden Tate. They just got the kid T Higgins from and you have Arden Tate, who's similar, like he's the same type of receiver as Kyle Pitts, and they got a man from Pittsburgh, the route runner who could play the slot. I can't think of it. He went to Pittsburgh. If Pitts there, first of all, your boy didn't play like that, so we're not even gonna talk about it. Penei, money pick, smart pick. They care about their quarterback. Unlike Atlanta, I'm good. I don't got nothing else to say.
Jeff,
I will say this. If your board with the first 3 picks falls the way that it does, which I think 49ers and Jets would probably be picking in the top 5 again, but if it does, the Falcons do not stay there. Number one, they trade someone, draft moves up, gets Justin Fields, and then number 5, I see them staying with Penei.
Yeah, Penei. Yeah, I agree.
I can see going 4 quarterbacks straight.
Yeah, I think, man. First of all, that's gonna be crazy. Marius, any objections? Penei, nothing to say.
I think that's perfect pick.
Yeah,
I don't see.
Even though I don't trust all linemen in the top 5.
Yeah, he's off. He's a left tackle, and then if they need it, you got to go with it. Because who else you gonna pick? He's the best player available.
He is the best.
On top of that,
one of those two are gonna trade down. 4 or 5, they're gonna trade.
4 or 5 definitely gonna trade down.
Yeah.
Unless this is what I think. I think Atlanta seriously might consider taking a quarterback. I really do think they might not trade down. So number 6.
Oh, that's what I meant to say. I'm sorry. I meant to say that number 4 is if it falls the way it does, number 4 Falcons take Justin Fields, and then number 5 Bengals would trade.
I agree with that.
Got you. All right, so we on number 6 the Dolphins. Kyle Pitts ain't on the board.
This is a
And
terrible pick.
they have surprisingly they have a decision to make with Tua here, because Justin Fields is still on board.
That's no decision. What the freak? Justin Fields not.
He just trying
That's
to
stop. That's a Colin Cowherd type of comment. But I'm gonna say this. With the way your board, with the way your board shaped out, obviously Jamar Chase is the only option here. Like there is no other option.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, after Smith coming out 166, then yeah.
No, I mean, Devonta Smith had no shot. I knew.
I think he had a shot, but if he would have came out 185,
I still don't think he would have. I still don't think NFL would like them as a top 10. No, because the thing is they got to see him up and close, so they knew, and
because his route running is elite. And
Jamar Chase.
No, Jamar Chase Jamar Chase has good route running.
But I think Smith's is better.
Smith is elite. No, Smith is elite. Yeah,
little man.
Yeah,
Smith has better route running.
Yeah.
You know what they say? They say what is it? The saying? You date the speedster, you marry the route runner.
Yeah.
So
I mean, look, Chase is he's Anquan Bolden, he's Devontae Adams, like he's in that same mode of guys. And I mean, and I love those type of games. Oh my gosh, bro, he's 166 pounds. He's more like a grain of rice. He
will get
open.
He will get open. The thing is, and he fits
might not get touched.
Yeah, he fits what Tua's like to do, which is like Tua wants that spot offense. Like he wants somebody that's gonna be in the right spot at the right time, because he's going to do like he said he wanted to distribute like a point guard.
Yeah.
But Chase gives you like a different like dynamic. Again, if you like Devontae Adams, if you like.
What do you think about? I know we passed him already. What do you think about how we got 6 minutes left only? How do you think about Bengals taking Chase and reuniting?
That's stupid. Only because they need to protect their quarterback. I think. Look, I get it. Like
reuniting quarterback and wide
again, you can have all the receivers you want. Yeah, that's to me that did it. That would have scared me. Yep. Once he got hurt, if he had never gotten hurt,
then yeah,
and this you still had this pick, yeah, go ahead.
It'd be an interesting pick though, as far as like fantasy, like from a fantasy perspective.
You should just like Devontae, just like Harris or Smith going to the Dolphins, and we'll get to that a little bit later.
Everybody agrees, Chase.
Yeah, I mean it only makes sense because of where your boy shook out. Like, I mean, only because your boy. That was a punk move with Atlanta number 4.
Number 7.
Number 7, Devonta Smith. He is not going that high. I know you did it before the weigh-in.
Yeah, before the weigh-in.
You did it before the weigh-in.
Swap him with.
They can get a quarterback or offensive lineman. Well, definitely swap him with Waddle. That's not even a question. NFL love Waddle. The NFL loves Waddle a lot, but I don't know if the NFL love him.
That's terrible. Let me tell you something. Devonta Smith can have a career of getting open and dropping down to the floor, and he would still probably have a better career than Jalen Waddle will.
Let's bet. Well, we can't bet careers.
That's hard. The rookie season. His rookie season.
Who got a better rookie season? Wait. So look.
Devonta Smith rookie season is going to be better.
No, let's wait to after draft day. We're gonna see who they go to, and then we're gonna say who gonna have rookie
come on,
it's where you go.
No, we have to, because it doesn't matter where you go.
It's where you go.
Because what did Devonta Smith go to a bad team? And when he's not gonna have a quarterback.
You should have picked him though.
But
I want to see how it shape out.
Look at the teams. Like if he falls to Dallas, murder. If
he's not going, I mean, they're not even gonna draft a receiver.
Why not? It's Jerry.
What you mean? Amari Cooper
receiver last year.
No, Michael got Amari Cooper.
Amari Cooper is out of there.
He's still in the contract. He's not going nowhere. And Jerry traded for him.
Surtain.
Yeah,
I think that's a pick.
They need a
far gone.
Jerry. No, that's stupid.
They want
to. If he goes to Denver. If he goes, Devonta Smith goes.
He's not going to Denver either.
That's a bad pick. That's a bad pick for where he's going. I'm just
all right. I want to bet. Teams. I'm just gonna go off. We could bet right now, blind bet before you even draft. I'm gonna go ahead and take Waddle has a better rookie season than Devonta Smith.
That's not gonna happen.
Then a bet. You can pick whatever place you want, and that's it. Then a bet. It's official.
Take that bet.
No, it's official. His entire season, Devonta Smith is going to catch the ball when he gets open, hits the floor, has no.
So I'm betting both of y'all. Y'all gonna owe me because the two y'all got to put y'all money together. So I'm betting both of y'all.
No yards after catch is still better than Jalen Waddle.
No. Jeff and Maurice, they both believe that.
Yeah, I
love Devonta Smith. They making me pick against Devonta Smith. But
over and under.
So hold on. So they
over and under. Jalen Waddle plays 10 games or more.
I'm taking over, but we ain't doing that bet. Better rookie season.
Jeff and Maurice. So you think Dolphins could take Smith there despite everything?
No chance.
Even if Chase is on, even if Chase is there.
Zero chance.
Zero?
I don't think he.
Route runner, bro.
Doesn't matter.
He's gonna be open.
He gonna get.
I watched the
Jamar Chase, man. He could do.
He
could do things after the catch.
I also watched Devonta Smith. I watched him too. I checked out Jalen Waddle. I haven't really checked him out far enough. Enough, I guess.
Jalen Waddle is not a guy you try.
But I didn't see nothing
Tyreek Hill
really spectacular from Waddle.
Tyreek Hill, real different though.
Jalen Waddle he's built different, but Jalen Waddle he could put on weight.
Jalen Waddle could be Tyreek Hill.
I'm saying Jalen Waddle could be Tyreek Hill. Yeah,
sir. We're not gonna have this conversation because that is my team.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, listen, I in no way, shape, or form think Tyreek Hill is that great. I'm sorry. There's games where he disappeared. So I don't want to hear it.
So
I don't
you can literally see him get better every year. And his route running is ridiculous now.
As much as you can see his route
ridiculous.
Hey, I can look at his quarterback and see him buying time for him to get open. And not even if he ain't open, he's still gonna find a way to throw him the ball. But hey, listen, he's not that. He's good. Don't get me wrong. And against the right defense, he will smoke you. But he is not a Julio Jones. He's not that big guy, that numbers guy. Come on, man. His games he disappeared. Depending on who covering him.
You think he's a number 2?
No, he's a number 1. So I know Marty's talking about. He signed a score.
Listen, there you go. Even to say spoiled fan. It's not about being a spoiled fan. I've been saying this about Tyreek Hill for the longest. Every ball I see this man catch is downfield deep. Great. That's his speed.
You sound like people that bash Randy Moss.
The second Tyreek Hill, the second fastest NFL.
You mean it first?
Tyreek Hill has games where he disappeared. Randy Moss didn't disappear. There's a difference.
What? No, Mark.
You're crazy.
Mari, they couldn't count on him.
I ain't talking about against Ravens. That ain't fair.
They couldn't count on him. Yeah, people run out of time, but it's okay. But it's okay because we definitely this is gonna be a 2-part. This is gonna be a 2-part because we definitely gonna run it back. But we listen.
What was the comment? Say the comment again, though. Say the comment again.
He said Randy Moss didn't disappear. I almost fell out my chair just now. Randy Moss disappeared so much. No, in his prime.
Randy Moss disappeared for years.
In his prime, literally disappeared
for years.
It don't matter, but even like you could see him literally disappear in games. He won't even do anything.
I don't believe in that no more. That excuse that
they was in Oakland
because Jay Rice went to Oakland and he balled. You know, and
he also had Rich Gannon.
Rich Gannon versus Kerry Collins though.
Yeah, Rich Gannon. Don't do that.
I'm with you though, Juan. I don't really like the excuse either. But the only major difference is Rich Gannon versus Kerry Collins. Kerry Collins was in a bad quarterback. He just wasn't Rich Gannon.
Great quarterback.
Yeah, that's all. But I agree with you though.
The same tier.
But Reek, you can see it in his play. There are times Tyreek Hill does not always get open. That's not. Look, this not what we saying. We're not saying. We're not saying he's the greatest. Ruggs. I give you that. You can take Henry Ruggs.
Henry, what you mean? They're the same type. Like they literally want. I can't compare two
prospects
that just came out.
Have a rookie season like Henry Ruggs.
No, he's not, because he's better than Henry Ruggs. He's a better prospect than Henry Ruggs than me. So we was only able to get to number 7.
Yeah, running back.
We got to number 7 of Juan's mock draft. The chaos that he done caused, like Devonta Smith, number 7, we kind of like went into it a little bit, talking about the type of player he is. I think it makes sense, but I think it'll end up being like Jalen Waddle because NFL they love Jalen Waddle a little bit more. I think 7 a little bit too rich, but he is elite as a route runner. 166 pounds though. As Juan stated, he mocked this before the weigh-in because NFL is not gonna like that at all. But
I heard there was one guy who weighed 155, I think.
That's crazy.
Yeah, okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yeah. I'll go.
He get hit, his career over.
Yeah, because people wanted to say, Devonta Smith, and they were like, oh, well, what about Hollywood Brown? Hollywood Brown, he got hurt. Like, that's the thing. Hollywood Brown got hurt. It's not a lot. It's no precedent for like what Devonta Smith is in terms of size.
That dude's smaller than Pat White.
Smaller than Pat White. We seen what happened to Pat White.
Yeah, you got knocked out by a corner, bro. I don't think that size gonna work. Some serious weight.
So
he can put on weight, bro, if he chose to.
I looked at his frame. I don't see how.
6'2", 166, and the guy I'm talking about is a wide receiver from Louisville, Tutu Atwell, was 5'8", 149.
Get the freak out of here, man! They're not even gonna draft him.
He's 5'8".
He's 149 pounds though.
But he's 5'8".
Now forget the 5'8", man.
Well, at least the other guy's 6'2".
Wait, Devonta Smith measured in at 6. I thought he measured in at 6 feet.
Oh, let me see. Let me double check.
Yeah, he just measured in today. It was 6 feet 166. Not his height is exactly what we thought it was. It's that weight. We thought it was gonna be 175 at least. He was
listed at 6'1", but he turned out to be 6'0.2". So yeah, 6 feet.
Yeah. That 166 is a killer, man. I think again, we all love his route running. Like, and
that's the first time I've ever seen that. Like they usually come in, 15 pounds more than he was. That everybody thought. Yeah.
So imagine maybe he actually played at like 160 pounds. Maybe he actually put on weight, and we still don't know what he running to 40. Not that Devonta Smith's 40 matters really. Jalen Waddle is the one we got to worry about because if his freaking ankle break, then it's over. So number 8, Carolina Panthers select Fields, but this doesn't count because this is before the trade. With that said,
I still think though, even with the trade, if he's there, I think they'll take him.
Nah, man, you ain't doing yourself no favors.
I mean, there's a lot of value at number 8.
You ain't doing yourself no favors. Let him slide.
Jeff, back me up with this. You like Justin Fields?
Yeah, look, I think Justin Fields should be like a quarterback. First of all, you got Justin Fields going before Trey Lance. I don't know. Is there anybody in the NFL like I don't think they like Justin Fields like that. But I still think he should. I think he still wound up going to number 3. But I don't think if he falls, he goes to number 6 though. I mean number 8.
So at that point, you think he keeps on falling?
No. Somebody gonna trade up and get him. But it's just something about like the way he's coming out. I was like, okay, I think he should go number 3, and I think he will go number 3. But I think if he doesn't go number 3, he'll fall a couple of spots, but he'll still go in the top 5 or 6.
Yeah, I think he's dropping more.
But Jeff, you don't believe what Juan trying to say because he don't even believe it. But I'm curious, Justin Fields, will you have Sam Darnold
if he's there?
And if he's there,
that's a dream scenario for Carolina.
Oh my God,
gotta pick him.
You mean a nightmare scenario? Because there was a point of trade for Sam Darnold.
The point of trading for Sam Darnold is that you didn't give up much to get him.
Yeah,
you had a backup quarterback on your roster, Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah, but
Bridgewater is getting traded.
I think
that makes no sense.
It's a low risk, high reward kind of thing with Sam Darnold. They didn't
Moving
have
on.
to give up a lot.
Number 9.
You know why he want to move on? Because at once upon a time, when I was calling Josh Rosen a bust, he was wanting to give him a chance, and he wants to give this guy a chance, even though
number 9,
Sam Darnold's gonna be on the street in about 2 years.
He will, based on what y'all just did, giving him Justin Fields.
I don't think Sam Darnold is that bad.
No, he's not. But it doesn't matter in the NFL if you're that bad. No, it doesn't. But in the NFL, it doesn't matter.
Didn't they have
it matter when you play for the Jets?
Yeah, he's trash.
But how many top guys are gonna get traded and then resurrect their career?
Nobody. They don't give them those chances.
It just doesn't happen.
They don't.
He has a chance. He has a chance.
No, not with. I'm sorry. No, he does not. He has. I'm sorry. The Panthers just drafted Justin Fields, so he has 0 chance.
They can't say no to that though. Carolina can't.
0 chance.
I don't care who else
they say
0
no to
chance.
That,
you trade out.
No, you can't. There's no trade out.
So where? How far are you going to fall?
Anybody want Justin Fields?
And who you pick to?
They need offensive line help.
That's crazy, man.
You picking Slater?
Absolutely, you pick Slater.
Oh my God!
Like that's not even a question. You don't need Justin Fields. You have Teddy Bridgewater.
We found the Facebook clip.
You have Teddy Bridgewater and Sam Darnold. You don't need Justin Fields. You trade out. You get rid of it or trade or draft the player that's going to actually help you right away. You just traded for Sam Darnold. What do you need to trade?
But is Sam Darnold really that bad? That's the question.
It's not about being that bad. Okay, this is the thing.
It's about
Can
value.
You win games?
They don't care. They don't care if you Maurice. This is the thing. In the NFL, this is the problem. This is why I think Tua only has this year and that's it.
You smoking on that one.
The NFL is quick. I guarantee you and a lot of other fans are gonna be like, man, Tua suck. Y'all already wanted him. Man, people already was like, oh, get rid of Tua already after year 1.
Wasn't Sam Darnold saddled up with Adam Gase? Adam Gase, whatever his name.
Yep. Adam Gase.
Got nothing to do with it.
Because coaching don't matter in the field. Like a quarterback, if you're great, you're gonna be great no matter what coach you have, which is a lie because we've seen it. Coaching doesn't matter, but quarterbacks don't have a system. I mean, if quarterbacks don't have the right system, like they're not gonna be successful. It's just that period. It's just that simple. They don't have a.
I think they give him a chance.
Justin Herbert was successful. Guess what he had as his head coach? An offensive-minded coach, a person that was able to get the best out of his talent. Plus, he had weapons.
You said Justin Herbert?
Yeah. Sam Darnold had none.
Exactly. Sam Darnold had Gates, who had everybody believing.
And who was his running back and who was his receivers?
Hey, didn't they trade away his receiver?
Yeah.
The one that's in Carolina right now?
Yeah.
Oh, I mean.
Listen, I'm just
saying. What was their record without Sam Darnold?
Well, it doesn't. They trash. This dude, like Adam Gase, come on, man.
I'm just saying he been in the league 3 years, right?
Yeah, that's enough time to.
You certain things I do look at. He been sacked almost 100 times.
So you don't blame that offense? You literally
we don't blame all sacks on the offensive line.
No, not all.
You know that we don't do that.
Well, no, not all. Quarterback receivers can't get open.
Exhibit A is always going to be Ryan Tannehill, who's been sacked almost 300-400 times.
Yeah, that's on him. Yeah, you know the ball too long. Sam Darnold still developing. Bro, he still gets sacked and then
he gets sacked. If you ask Ryan, he's a lame duck back there.
That's why when you put the ball in his hand in the fourth quarter,
if he was in the Cowboys, he'll make the Super Bowl.
Juan, I'm about to end this podcast.
We
might as well go home. Like we might as well just go home. Ryan Tannehill was on the Cowboys.
You about to walk away again. You about to make Jeff walk off again.
Nah, just chill. We gotta get through the mark. I know Juan overstepped.
Very.
He out of line.
So out of line.
Yeah. Juan is
ridiculous.
Bro, elite offense. We don't want to get this started again.
Let's say Sam Darnold will win the Super Bowl in Dallas.
All right, we're just gonna stick to Sam Darnold instead of the haterade going on over there.
Can't believe he said that out of his mouth.
Yeah, I can't believe he did it either. Number 9, Denver Broncos, Mika Parsons. That they don't have no linebackers on their roster. Inside linebackers past next year on the contract. They didn't even address the position. So yeah, I think that's and plus he the BPA and there's no point in them. Well, Trevor Lawrence on the board. I mean, sorry, Trey Lance. The problem is I don't think they quarterback chasing because technically Drew Lock kind of had the same skill set. But not the same upside, obviously. I
didn't include no trades though.
No. Not of course. That's what we're talking about it because we can kind of talk about it
at this point. I think somebody's trading up.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, no, absolutely. You can see a few teams trading up. The Eagles being one of them.
Yeah.
So because I don't know what their beef is with freaking Jalen Hurts, but they don't like. I don't understand it. I don't know how you pick a guy in the second round and then say, all right, well, maybe it's time for us to move on. I don't get that. But yeah, Mika Parsons makes sense. Mika Parsons, that's the pick. Denver Broncos, that makes sense. Dallas, Patrick Surtain, it's either him or J.C. Horn. I don't think nobody object to that. That's kind of
Surtain is foregone.
Yep, and then you can move him, and you can move into safety if you get old. So
yeah, they could pick. They could surprise.
A long time from now, yeah.
And pick Stater right there too.
Why?
They defense is so bad. I get you. Protect Dak, but yeah, Juan. They could surprise, like you said, but it's bro, at some point.
That's a stupid pick.
Yeah, because they yeah. At some point, he's got to get past. Plus, he'll be going to Carolina at that time anyway. But on Juan's mock, yeah, Patrick Surtain is absolutely the pick.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
Yeah, because it could be Patrick Surtain or J.C. Horn, either one of them. Giants, that's no brainer. They got to protect my dog because he's gonna be going after this year too. So, not for real, Dane Jones out of there. They ain't trust.
So you think there's a chance they consider trade?
Oh shoot, Trey Lance on the board.
Trey Lance still there, and the Giants.
I knew he wasn't gonna do that, which made sense. Because he again, Dane Jones, athletic, big arm.
You gotta give him a chance.
You gotta give him.
Daniel Jones isn't bad enough or makes you think hard enough to say I'm gonna go take another
Trey Lance and not a quarterback like Trey Lance. Yeah, who's a bit of a.
And Jones actually has shown improvement too every year. So
Yeah, it's just something.
Don't do that.
It's just something about. Yeah, it's just something about. It's just like, oh, like like it's like, dang it. The Eagles, they Eli definitely work. Eli likes him. Well, but he's their guy.
Not Eli like.
Oh, Eli like. Yeah, he's Eli like without the elite. So the Eagles definitely the wide receiver. Jalen Waddle over. What's the man name from Minnesota? That makes sense. Who's the other? Brashard. I almost said Brashard Pyramid.
Bateman.
Yeah.
Brashard Bateman.
Waddle was like
Trey Lance still falling.
Yeah, no, you disrespectful. I don't know what you're thinking. But we didn't even get
Eagles. You think the Eagles is great taking there?
Nah.
Nope.
No.
First day week must start.
No, but you messed up. No, you messed up because you messed up when you had Kyle Pitts going to Atlanta. Wait,
messed up with Mac Jones.
I'm sorry. You messed up with McCorkle Jones.
Kyle Pitts.
And then Kyle Pitts. And you made Trey Lance fall. And the thing is, you made Trey Lance fall to a place that he absolutely needs to go and should go, but we haven't even gotten there yet.
No, Eagles don't want nothing to do with that school.
No, but they wouldn't. Yeah, exactly. Because they know that they have enough to go to prospect. You got the Chargers, J.C. Horn. Yeah, they're not going to draft the offensive lineman. They need defense. That makes sense. Who's they? I can't remember who's their running back. I mean, like a running back not going to go this high.
No, there's no running back go this high.
But who is their running back? By the way, something like real crazy about this fool's mock draft. This man got no running back going the first round.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, you do.
Yes.
Wait, who? Najee Harris?
Najee Harris.
Oh, you tripping. Now he might fall that way. But who you got Dolphins picking is just ridiculous. We didn't even get there yet. But you real funny. That's a troll move. So all right, the Vikings, Jalen Phillips. I was ready to like go ham in this pick because Jalen Phillips had like a lot of medical red flags.
Yeah.
But he also has like a lot of talent. So,
he blew up.
No, he absolutely, he ran a 260 pounds, right? Ran a 4.54. I mean, sorry, 4.54 at his pro day. I mean, he just looked ridiculous. Plus, he's extremely long. He's one of those dudes that can hold up against the pass and run equally. But my problem is with all of the defensive end in this draft is none of them 6 foot. He's long, but he's long, but he can anchor. Like so, he's like 6'5", 260 pounds. He can anchor too. He could definitely play against the run.
He can be what they wanted Jadeveon Clowney to be.
Yeah, no, it actually could be what Jadeveon Clowney, like this Jadeveon Clowney is right now. Like this, like he basically is Jadeveon Clowney. Like he's
a technician. He's definitely a technician.
Pass rusher is question.
Yeah, he's definitely a technician that people thought that he was a technician with a high floor, but now I think he's proven that he has the talent to go with being a technician.
Yeah, and the thing is, but just Jadeveon, I just cannot get after the quarterback. That is the most disappointing and disgusting trait about him being the number one overall. Like he was number one overall pick, right?
Yeah.
Being number one overall pick, like that to me is like such a huge disappointment because he cannot get
fishing with not catching fish.
Yep. That jump sucks. But Jalen Phillips going to the Vikings, he has Hunter on the other side of him. So he can actually come in as a rookie with the Vikings, and his upside could be his rookie season. Maurice, I'm telling you, this dude.
I watched him. No, I watched him.
He has some elite traits, like traits, but he's not worth. But man, too many red flags like these, and then it's like
he had a lot of health issues.
Oh man, the health issues, and then it's like
you already put Darth Vader. Dun, 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 dun. Pick
this right here. This is why we need Jeffrey, because for me, this is fake. The only way this is happening, this is the fakest thing ever. And for me, like I'm happy. For me, I'm happy because this is why I like this pick, and it's also you tripping, like heavily tripping. But this is why I like this pick. In your mock, let me tell you what happened. Either way it go, either Justin Fields or Trey Lance or Mac Jones would have been to the Patriots. So no matter what, based on your mock, one of them would have failed, and the Patriots got their quarterback of the future.
Yeah.
What I like about this is it's the same thing. What I think Cam Newton gonna do this year, he's gonna be average, but he's gonna be a good average. This gives them the same type of quarterback.
Mike want to give him his 11th try.
Yeah, I'm okay with that. Because the thing is, Tim Tebow never got a fair shot, and Josh McDaniels drafted him. So I'm thinking, okay, Josh McDaniels got the type of quarterback that he wanted in Cam Newton that he tried to get in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
And he got COVID and they had no weapons. So I'm like, okay, this year they have everything. They say, hey, tight end. Like they gave him everything. They gave him tight ends. He has running back. He has offensive linemen. He has receivers, right?
Let's put it on record. There's no excuses for Cam this year, right?
No, especially on a winning contract. No. And then he might not even, like, again, if a quarterback falls to him, he might not even play out the season. Like if Trey Lance or Justin Fields or McCorkle Jones fall to him, like he may not even play out the season.
I think if
but there is no excuses for him.
I think Cam still plays that season.
Trey Lance to the Patriots.
I like that pick. I want to see Cam play, but
I'm trying to see what Jeff. I
think it's impossible, but I like that pick.
I don't see it happening, but if it does happen, then
it could be Mac Jones too, though.
Yeah, no, it's either one.
Mac Jones should be a second-round pick.
He should be a second-round pick.
Yeah, I think
is blasphemy that he's talked about being.
Being in the first round. That's
the only thing. This is the thing. He had one of the greatest college, seasons ever. Right.
I was about to say that.
That I get. And he's super like
smart.
Yeah. He can make some of the throws. He has touch. He don't have a really strong arm. He has he could make some of the throws. He has pretty good pocket mobility.
He has three weapons that are probably
of course
likely go first round.
Yeah, no, that's fine. But we seen just showed that Joe Burrow had elite weapons and he played amazing.
He played amazing.
He played amazing when he got a chance to play. I hold it against quarterbacks, but in the NFL now, it's kind of like
I hold it against Mac Jones.
Yeah, because everybody held it. I mean, in all fairness, everybody held it against Tua. So if you're gonna hold it against Tua, then you have to hold it against Jones. Because all they kept saying to us coming out.
If Mike Jones ball, Jeff had to send him a letter saying I apologize.
What? All right, Jeff. That's if Mac Jones ball. Mac Jones. Matt Jones. Matt Jones is the receiver, the quarterback from Arkansas that turned receiver. That's who Mac Jones. That's his name, right? Matt Jones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with Mac Jones, if you ball, we're gonna get you. You're gonna sit down and write him a letter, Juan said. And you got to do it with the pen with the feather.
Apology.
What is that? What is that called? The pen with the feather. Is that just a pen?
Ink.
The ink, and you dip it in the ink. You have to do that.
I'll buy his jersey.
I like that better.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, $60. Yeah, for real. That's a lot of money.
You gotta wear it.
And you gotta wear it though.
I gave him a cheap alternative.
He did get cheap alternative, but that's a bet.
Matter of fact, I'll make it even better. If Mac Jones can get a game where he throws for 300 yards, 3 touchdowns,
no picks.
I'll buy his jersey, no picks, because he's gonna throw some ducks.
I like that.
All right, sound like a bet.
I like that.
You and Maurice got to give me dinner.
One game like that.
Yeah, you and Mark. All right, one game out of 16. He might not even start. So then that's wait. What's gonna be alternative? Hold on, Juan. You got to have an alternative though. Because you betting them, so that means you believe he can have a 3 touchdown, 300-yard game with 0 picks.
But yeah, I think so.
Okay, so what's the alternative, Jeff?
Him?
Gonna be a bet, yeah.
Oh, you pick it. You name it, player.
What's a good bet, Maurice? What can we have Juan do? What can we have Juan do if Mac Jones does not throw this one game? Juan putting on one game.
If you don't, I have to edit. Go for 2 for the whole month.
Nah, they ain't boy. They ain't no bet. Nah. We don't, because we don't even do go for 2 audio. We do video. If Jeff don't do no audio, he ain't gonna benefit from that, and I ain't betting. So man, what's some? Oh shoot, he got to get a Justin Fields jersey. Not a Justin Fields. I'm sorry, Jalen Hurts.
Yeah,
Jalen Hurts jersey.
No.
Eagles. Jalen Hurts. No.
He has to get a Dak Prescott jersey.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay, I could get
a Prescott.
That's $60. We have Patreon
for $20.
Whatever. Point is, you just gotta get it and wear it. Like back in. By the way, Giants fans, he actually wore Emmitt Smith jersey when we used to play football.
True.
Juan.
Hey, that's what I had.
Emmitt Smith jersey.
My mom bought it from the thrift store. She ain't know no better.
It was his jersey. We played football.
My son likes football.
So there you go. Let's get him the. I was about to call him the GOAT. Blasphemy.
Technically.
You gotta have a sign that says Jeff was right. Just hold it up. Jeff was right.
Hey, also all Mac Jones have to do.
When we got one game.
Yeah, and look, Jeff, Juan, you can use the Patreon money. Jeff, you can use the Patreon money when we get it. So
but what if you don't start though?
Juan, that's what you just said. That's the bet.
You already bet on it. It's too late.
You said that. You know what you told me with
Jalen. Said he will play
with Jalen Devonta Smith. You were like, hey,
that's not nice.
That's hey, we in the same boat. What if somebody
we are in the same boat?
Play Devonta Smith?
Yeah,
like nah, he's too small. We can't play him yet. And then Waddle gets a head start.
No, that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Yo, it's late. It is late. This episode was crazy. We ripped around like Juan's first 15 picks. I don't even gonna get to the bottom 15, but you can see the rest of the draft on YouTube. Juan could actually, and I think he's gonna commit. I think. Wait, what? Oh, as a matter of fact, forget that. No, I ain't even going. No, we ain't even gonna go out like that. As a matter of fact, I'm just gonna scroll straight to. I think you could have just let this ride.
Number 18, the defense.
Number 18. This fool has the Dolphins.
Jeff clicked off.
Taking Greg, who I can't pronounce his name.
Rousseau?
From UM, the second best defensive end from UM.
Look at the stats.
No. I don't care about the stats. No, I don't care. But I'm saying at 18 for defense, you need a guy. I mean, don't get me wrong, they need a pass rush. It's not that they don't need a pass rush. I'm like, but him though.
15 sacks.
Xavier Collins, have you seen him?
Yeah, he came in overweight.
What that mean?
Hey, put on the tape. Hey, put on overweight for who?
11
I ain't gonna take overweight for who though? He said worked out extremely well. The dude moves. He's 6'4", 260 pounds. Can drop in coverage.
Nope, not no more,
bro. He weighed in at
272.
He did not weigh in at 272 at Tulsa's for pro day. He weighed in at
272.
He did not weigh in at 272 at Tulsa's pro day. Tulsa's pro day. Pro day.
Too much Uber Eats.
Collins. I don't care about that.
Too much Uber Eats.
But I don't care about that. Xavier Collins pro. I'm telling you, Juan, he did not win no 270. There's no way. And even if he did, forget that. I'm still gonna look it up. But even if he did, Xavier Collins is the man. This dude is like this man pro day result 6'4", 259 pounds, 33-inch arms, 4'6", 40, 19 reps on the bench, like 35-inch vertical. Look how explosive he is. Juan, and this dude had 4 picks, 7.5 sacks.
Tusa linebacker.
Man.
Xavier Collins, 6'4", was up 11 pounds from his pro day to 270.
From his pro day. So at his pro, I don't care about it. He already had his pro day. First of all, who's the person that's weighing him? Because why do they carry up 11? He's chilling. Like he ain't got nothing to do. Who's the source?
Where did he run?
He ran a 4'6", 260 pounds.
Oh, then what are we complaining for?
I don't, because Juan, he wants a reason to make his Greg Rousseau his pick to be like money. Which again, I'm not. Look, the Dolphins need a pass rusher, but you don't in this draft. Juan, come on, man, you can't draft no edge rusher right now.
That's what they need, man.
You can't draft no edge rusher in this class this early.
Tell you
that you can't draft. That's like drafting an interior. You know, it's not going to be a single interior defensive lineman to go in the first round.
Hey, Maurice, 2020 he has 7.5 sacks.
Yeah, Maurice, he had 4 interceptions and 1 pick six.
Wow.
I mean, Juan, come on.
7.5 sacks, man.
Juan, he dropped back in coverage and had 4 interceptions, 2 pass defenses, 1 for a pick six.
Ironically,
you of all people,
what is he playing? What is he playing?
He's a hybrid.
What system y'all playing?
What you mean? Like it's a hybrid. Like that's what it is. Like
what system Dolphins playing?
No, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like it's a hybrid. Like they need somebody like Calvin. Look, you're not wrong by giving him the edge rusher. The thing is, you're wrong by giving him an edge rusher that you don't need to draft this year because ain't no edge rusher first. It's no edge rusher first. Like because the Dolphins finished top 10 in sacks. It's not like they manifest pressure differently because of the complex dialogues. But you need a guy one. They don't have a linebacker that could drop back in coverage and do nothing in this draft.
They need
don't have no
numbers,
edge,
man. They need pancakes.
Bro, but he can't do. This dude is This dude is going to get destroyed. Like, you can't put him in. He's not a plug and play in. Xavier Collins is a plug and play edge guy. You can stand him up. You can put his hand in there. You can drop him in coverage. Like Cal Van Noy, Anthony Barr.
They need a guy similar to JPP, and that's what this guy is.
Bro, he has
6'7", 250. Look how clean. 6'7", 253. Nah,
you can give me all of that. Bro, this dude is too raw. He's too raw. He had one. How many games he played this? Yeah, I know. How many games he played this year? 0. He had a 1. And how do you feel of all of us? We all in the same thing. Hate 1 year wonders, right? Because it's scary.
Brooks and Tom McShay
it's scary. Too. It's scary. Todd McShay mocking. Whoa.
Brooks and Tom McShay agree.
Todd McShay mocking anybody is trash. Pure trash. Don't mock. No, because they know he a joke. Look, it's like when you want somebody to laugh, like you're gonna go to a comedian, right? So that's what they do for drafts with Todd McShay. That's why Mel Kiper always was dogging him out, because Mel Kiper, look at his player profile. Mel Kiper he does excellent player profiles, like absolutely phenomenal. He can't mock worth the crap either. Like, these player rankings, Bucky Brooks disappointed me.
Miami, man.
Man, forget that. When they had a chance to do that, they never did. Don't start now. Okay, in the second round, pick Rousseau in the second round.
Yo.
One hit wonder.
Rousseau, man, or Rousseau?
Hey, listen, pick GR in the top of the first round. I promise you, I'd rather them have Najee Harris. And I don't even want them to draft a running back in the first round. But if you ask me an option between him and Najee, and you want to one, how you gonna give the Panthers the best prospect available, but you don't do that to the Dolphins?
Because it's the Dolphins.
Oh, now you're disrespectful. I'm in this podcast now. Juan hate the Dolphins. I never knew him as a Dolphin hater. He hates the Dolphins.
I know Dolphin hater.
Nah, it's no, you were not. I never expect. I promise you.
I just gave
never
you
thought
two
you would
professionals
who
also mocked him there. Come on.
No, but
I'm not trolling.
Wait.
You're trolling big time, bro.
Yeah, you trolling because you don't believe he's worth the number 18 pick.
Look how you try to gas him up just now.
What's he worth?
Bottom of the first round, second round. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Why? The dude had 1 year. He had 1 year production.
Yeah, 15 and a half.
So that don't mean nothing.
1 year production.
That don't mean nothing.
He didn't play all this shit.
JPP.
He was, but JPP was more, like, even as raw as JPP was, even as raw as JPP was, he came into a system that was going to utilize him. Like, this dude's about to come to the Dolphins. That's complex. You think if he just put his hand in there and say go rush? Nah, man. Don't use him like that.
Juan wants to see the Dolphins not make the playoffs.
That's exactly what he wants. I never knew you as a Dolphin hater.
Nah,
I never knew you as a Dolphin hater. You know what it is? I don't even know. I'm trying. Like, I want to understand where you're coming from.
Well, he had 54 tackles total, 34 solo.
No, listen, his numbers are great.
Yeah.
No, he has great. He has great numbers. But I'm like, for the
take
Dolphins,
that for the Giants.
No.
Wait, what do you mean?
Wait.
Look at his side. He's JPP.
Because we do my number 11.
They don't even have an edge rusher. 11. So Juan, who is your edge rusher? Y'all have none. Actually, y'all haven't had nobody with that size. So why wouldn't the Giants draft him? Right? He's JPP.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility.
And
I would be disgusted, but it's a possibility.
Nah, but why? He's elite.
What about
traits?
If the Giants trade back into the first round at 18? They give up the first round for next year.
Then they'll take Payne.
They're not trading out. They're not doing that for no Payne. Nah, but they need somebody like him. They need somebody to They need somebody like him. They need like a heavy hand guy for the Giants because they have Leonard. They need Payne though. Like they need somebody like him with a heavy hands, defensive end, like stocky, who could set the edge because they have not Leonard Floyd. Oh my God, what is your other linebacker name, man?
It just depends. It just depends how they have him in the big board.
Yeah, I can tell you where they have him. Najee Harris is a better prospect.
All jokes aside.
Travis Etienne is a better prospect.
I could see him going.
You're joking right now.
11.
Who?
From 11 as high as 11. Greg. I could see him going as high 11 to.
The Giants not taking him. They're not. Dave Gettleman is
lowest.
Not taking him.
I don't think he passed.
Xavier Collins as a pass rusher.
I don't think he passed 26.
Xavier Collins is a linebacker.
I don't think he passed 2016 Browns.
The Browns make sense. Yeah, I absolutely think that makes sense. Well, no, I mean not even after they drafted after they signed Jadeveon Clowney, there's no point in getting him because they have depth now. So
no, I still think they could take him.
Nah, man, they need to focus on other stuff. I mean, they don't, man. Defense, I don't even know what else they need on defense. Like, how many more players do you need on defense? They need to just I don't know what they need, but just go offensive line again. Interior. Oh no, there's no interior pass rusher worth. No, he can't go. Okay, fair enough. He definitely go in the first round because there's no interior pass rusher. You know, everybody want an interior pass rusher, but there isn't one worth.
He could play inside and out.
No, Phillips. That dude showed you he can play inside and out.
Greg could play inside.
Greg didn't show that he could play.
No fishes in though. He put no fishes in the boat.
No, this is the thing.
He put no fishes.
If you want versatility, if you want somebody to play inside and out,
Greg Phillips is that dude. Out, and he can bring the
you think, and he brings, but his strength,
the fishes in.
He don't. But look at Greg's strength. It's not there. Like he don't have that power. Like no, you don't. You think he can because you like his size.
Greg's biggest weakness is his motor. He doesn't have,
and he does, but he motor. Also and that point of attack is not like it's but just
when he's
not
on.
Like
when he's on, he turned 14.
But he don't have functional strength. You give him off. No, you could put him off the line. You could put him off the edge and just send him go get the quarterback, go, and that's it. You could probably put him in interior.
Sacks come in bunches.
Yeah, you could put him in interior for sure because his size. But like functional strength to hold up every down right now.
We gotta look up how much he bench press. Well, he didn't do it actually.
What did I tell you? What?
He didn't do it. Well,
Xavier Collins.
Guys, 6'7", Mike. Come on.
No, I'm not. Juan, I told you I love his size. Like I love, like he has like great traits, and I think that he can't. Like you said, you can put him inside. But my thing is, I'm concerned with guys like that and their functional strength. The fact that he is raw. Like with both, like his functional strength, and the fact that he is raw. So that's what like that bothers me.
Still talking about this Greg Wilson?
Yeah, nah. I think he's this draft is super confusing. Let's not get it twisted. Like as far as where prospects are ranked, you could literally go any board and everybody's gonna have them different.
Of course, and
like it's crazy. They don't play
from the last year.
Yeah, this COVID thing messed everything up. So I love it. Nah, I think Juan, you're right. Anywhere between 11 and 26, but